Namaste everyone, welcome, thank you for joining me today. Let your palms rest on your lap, sit tall, and after you wiggle a little bit, close your eyes. We are starting with a meditation today. It's a very short one, but to help us settle and start our day. So first, as you settle on your seat and you become still, and as you are deciding to close your eyes or gently soften them down, give yourself a moment to listen to the sounds around you. Any noises that you hear in your own room, maybe sounds from traffic or noises from outside. Pay attention and see if you can discover any sounds happening outside. And then bring your attention to your body sitting. The sensations arising that you discover. Bring your attention to your hands. This is an interesting exercise to make a shift from a conceptual level, like your fingers, perhaps your palms, to the world of direct sensation. Pulsing, throbbing, pressure, maybe tingling. You don't have to name these things, but just feel them. And then bring your attention to the feeling of your breath. Just the normal, natural breath, wherever you feel it more strongly within you. This is our home. This is where we rest our attention. This is where we go with us tomorrow, wherever we go. We just rest in it. If you find your attention wandering, get lost in thought, or perhaps even the sensation of falling asleep, is fine. We say the most important moment is the next moment, when you realize you've been gone. Gently let go and start over again. Gently let go and start over again. Coming to the direct sensations of your breath brings you home wherever you are, wherever you go. Keeping the spine tall, soft shoulders, crown of the head lengthening up to the skies. Invite the palms to come together and rest right in front of your spiritual heart. And visualize your intention for today. A positive intention that will help you carry this practice, and furthermore, the rest of your journey with all the things that the day may bring, with the reminder that home is your attention to the breath. Let's open with the Om sound all together. Inhaling deeply through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. And then breathing in again. Then we connect the head down to the hands and the heart, the three together. Release the palms when you're ready, lifting the head and opening the eyes. We start the practice. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, today we are going to start with a block or anything that is similar to a block. If you don't have a block, I was thinking this morning that something that can replace what we are going to do, it's a folded blanket. So you could create a roll with your blanket and use it as I'm going to show you. So I'm going to use it in the medium height and I'm going to put it perpendicular to the length of the mat. And we're going to start with a gentle opener for the chest and activation also in the shoulder blades. So I'm going to set that block right at the center or halfway in my shoulder blades so I can sit them on top. I'm going to lace the fingers and bring my hands into the skull, not the neck. And just from there, with my feet resting on my mat, I'm going to let the chest drop into that block. You will need to notice sensations and see if you need to shift the place where you put the block if it doesn't feel comfortable. And from there, I'm going to let the head rest into my hands, opening the elbows to the sides. The head does not have to come to the floor. You're holding with your palms. And I'm using my thumbs also to lengthen the back of my neck a little. And I'm going to rest there for a few breaths, just letting the chest open up and the elbows stay wide. 2 to 3 breaths. And as we have the intention or part of our intention today to really return to the home of our breath, see if you can drop into the sensations instead of the concept of the breath. Softening the face. Remember, if you need to adjust the shape by moving or wiggling a few inches, please do so. And perhaps as you breathe, you'll feel how your body settles more and the lungs, the chest, they feel more expanded. Then we'll change that a little bit by bringing the elbows a little closer to each other and squeezing a little bit the shoulder blades towards each other on top of your block, almost like if you want to squeeze your block with your blades and lifting the elbows a little bit towards the ceiling and bringing the armpits down into the block. So I'm trying to almost like suck my armpits back and lift the elbows gently up. I'm still holding the head, of course, and I'm squeezing the block with my shoulder blades. 2 more breaths here. Good, and then slowly from here, if you can, you'll release the hands next to your torso. With my elbows and forearms, I'm pushing myself up so I can take the block to the side, okay? Good, then we'll come onto our backs and for a moment hug your knees into the chest, rocking from side to side, just a little bit. Starting to, again, drop into other sensations in the lower back, maybe the hips. You can create circles with your feet, different ways, or perhaps point and flex your feet, your toes, just a few times. Good, then from here, we'll send the arms alongside the torso, and I'm going to extend my right leg towards the top of the mat. It's hovering, it's not completely touching. I'm pushing through the heel, and the left leg, I'm going to send it up towards the ceiling. So I'm doing like an L letter here. And we'll just work with ribs moving down, abdomen hugging towards the spine, outer hips firming into your body, and I'm going to just switch the legs, really pressing through the heels, and then again, switch and switch. Notice if the belly starts to pop. And try to bring the abdomen down and the ribs down. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5. We go to 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring both legs up, hug the knees in, and roll a little bit from side to side. Good. We'll repeat this again. Again, we are going to send right leg up, left leg out. Both are, the left leg is hovering the floor. 10 more, okay? Again, I'm sending my ribs down, pubic bone lifting towards the ribs, and we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug both knees in. Take a deep breath. Then extend your right arm overhead, roll over to the side, and we come to the hands and knees, the tabletop. In the tabletop, once you settle there, make sure your shoulders are on top of your wrists and your hips over your knees. And we'll take 3 times cat-cow. Inhaling, arching, slowly starting to open up the front of the spine. Exhaling, rounding navel towards the back, chin in. And again, inhale, exhale. One more, inhaling, exhaling. Remember, when you feel lost or you catch yourself being lost, you come back to your breath. From here, we are going to extend the arms towards the top of your mat, push your sitting bones up and back, bring the chest down towards the floor, and just a moment here in the puppy pose to feel the sensations in the sides of your trunk, letting the forehead release, maybe the chin, maybe nothing, and toning the arms and feeling a little bit more of the activation there. One more breath. Good, then returning towards the hands and knees. Dial your hands a little bit out, away from each other. Press through the knuckles of your forefingers, the base of your thumbs. Bring your knees a few inches behind your hips. Tuck your toes. I like to make my first down dog quite wide, so I send my feet towards the edges of the mat. And then from there, we'll push the sitting bones up, lifting the knees off the mat. And if you want, you can pedal here your feet a few times. And go slow here so you again dive into the sensations and not just the mechanics of the movement. So go a little deeper and bring the attention to any tingling, any throbbing, any pulsing, any pain perhaps, to modify the practice as you need today. Okay, then from there, see if you can lengthen both heels back and down towards the back of your mat. It does not matter if the heels are not touching the floor or the mat. And from there, I'm going to try and keep sending the sitting bones up, keeping the collarbones wide, the shoulder blades expanding, bringing those lower ribs into the body, and sending the navel up into the sternum or towards the top of your chest. One more breath here. Good, then slowly we'll start gazing towards the hands, bending the knees. Take a giant step or a few of those, or hop to the top of your mat. And keep your feet hip distance apart. Relax the torso here, lifting the lower belly. Inhale halfway, lengthening, lifting the belly again, sending the shoulders back. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling, pressing through the feet, we come all the way up. Arms overhead. Exhaling to center. And releasing here. Good. We're going to bring the feet together for the next one. And we are going to take the Utkatasana. So inhaling. Exhaling, I'm sitting towards an imaginary chair, hugging my inner thighs, sending the sitting bones down, lifting the lower abdomen, and I'm going to change the position of my hands and arms by bringing the arms towards the cactus shape. So in this one, what I want us to do is to try and squeeze that imaginary block like we did in the very first posture, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, lifting through the sternum, and then from there, keep lifting the abdomen in. 3 breaths here. Keep hugging that core, hips in, lower end of your spine down. And then we inhale, arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart. And release. Good, from here, some mobility today. You can keep your hands in front of the chest or you can keep your hands on your hips. And if you need blocks for support, because we're going to balance a little bit, you may put them in front of you, okay? So from here, I'm going to start by lifting my right knee. I'm going to send that right knee out to the side. And then I'm going to cross the right leg behind and create a little bit of a squat. And then I'm coming back, right knee out, back to center, and release. And again, up, same leg, out, behind, and a little bit of a squat, lifting back again, right knee out to the front, and release, touch. Again, up, side, behind, and back to the right, center, and touch. 2 more. Up, side, behind, back to the side, center, and touch. A lot of hip mobility here. Hug that core in. Last one. Up, side, behind, again up, and to the front. I'm going to keep using that right leg. I'm going to send it back, and we are going to take high lunge from here. Pressing through the back heel, lifting through the torso, belly in, lengthen through the sides, inhale, exhale, 1 more, inhaling, exhale, bring your hands down, and with your right hand to the right side, with support if you need, we twist towards the left. Hug the left hip towards the back of your mat. Tone that back leg, lean back. Deep breath in, stay in your breath. Big exhale, release the left hand down, left leg back to downward facing dog. Good. From here, inhaling to plank. Exhaling, we go back to down dog. 2 more like that. Inhaling to plank. Exhaling, down dog. Last one. Good. Then bend your knees, gaze forward, big step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhaling, halfway lengthen. Exhale and fold. Pressing through the feet, let's come all the way up, arms overhead. Exhaling to Tadasana, releasing. Beautiful. We'll start the second side. I'm changing so you can see my legs moving. We'll start with the left leg this time, okay? So hands to the hips or in front of the heart. Inhaling, left knee up, then to the side, then slowly coming behind like a squat. Tone that belly, bring it back, knee out and back. Again, out, behind, slowly back to the side, back to the front. 3 more, out, behind, crossing, coming back to the side and in front. 2 more, side, slowly, containing that movement. It doesn't have to be fast. And last one, balance and strength. Slowly lifting and back. Beautiful. From here we go to the lunge. Left leg goes all the way back, slowly, 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 slowly. We find that lunge and we take the arms up. Lengthen through the sides. Tone the right hip towards the back of your mat. Lift through the abdomen. One more breath. Exhale, touch down. Good, we twist to the right, inhale, shoulders back, lean back. Send the right hip towards the back of the mat. Release right hand down, right leg back, downward facing dog. And we come to plank. Back to downward facing dog. Oiling the joints, 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. In this one, use your knees or come all the way down through the chaturanga. Hands under the shoulders, roll the shoulders back. Inhaling, lifting through the cobra. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Let's go through the tabletop first, and then we go up, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and release. Ribs in, push the mat away. Again, that idea of dialing your hands a little bit out and away from each other for extra space. Notice sensations and breath and return to it. Then we bend the knees, gaze forward. You can jump or hop to the top of the mat. I'm not jumping because my mat moves all the time with the carpet. And then from there, inhaling halfway, exhaling and fold. Inhaling back all the way up. Exhaling to center and release. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to mirror you guys. So we go together, inhaling, arms up overhead. Good. Let's catch with the left hand, the right forearm. Pull there and take that right side to the left. Press firmly into the feet. Lift through the navel up to the sternum and help your chest go up towards the skies. Good, inhaling back to center. Exhale, release. We go up, inhaling, arms up. Right hand catching left forearm. Pull, and let's open up that left side. Pressing firmly that left foot into earth, so you feel more of that sensation, perhaps, of the skin stretching, the vertebrae opening up. Good. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling, we release. Nice. From the top of the mat, again, we'll take Utkatasana. Going a little further down, lifting through the belly. And this time I'm going to lace the fingers, bring them behind the skull, and push with my head back. So I'm opening the chest a little bit more. Elbows out. Keep drawing that navel in, sitting bones towards the floor. Breathing here. Exhale. One more. Good, and then inhaling, we go all the way up. Exhale, release the arms. Good. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhaling, Uttanasana. Inhaling halfway. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhaling to plank. Exhale and lower. Inhaling cobra or a little further. Exhale to downward facing dog. Good, let's inhale from here. Right leg goes up. Bend the right knee. Open that right leg towards the left. Level your shoulders. Once you get there, send the sacrum into your body. And see if you can send that right knee a little further to the left. One more breath. Return with that right leg, up and back, belly in. Right foot comes forward. And the left foot will come down. We come up, warrior two. Good, settle that shape. Drop the right sitting bone. I have my right leg in front. That's the one that we are all going with. Good, lengthen here through the arms. Lift through the spine. Good. We're going to send the left arm behind the back, trying to catch the right side of your t-shirt or your hip. And from there, we'll turn the right palm up. Inhale, bring the torso forward. Exhale, reverse. Keep dropping through the right sitting bone, lifting through the abdomen, opening the chest. Good, and then we come back, re-extend both arms. I'm going to show you a little flow that we're going to do here. It goes like this. Inhaling, and with the exhale, right elbow inside the right thigh, extending left arm. And again, inhale, reverse. Exhale to the side angle. We are not staying too long. Inhale, reverse. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Good. Coming back, straighten the front leg. Now we're going to put the right hand onto the right thigh. I'm going to bring my back foot a little closer, and we're going to play again with balance. I'm not using a block, but you can bring it if you want. So I'm going to rebend my front knee, and I'm going to again move, so I'm not going to stay too long. With my right hand on my right thigh, I'm going to lift into the half moon, and then back towards warrior two. And again, lifting up, and then slowly back. Again, lifting up, and then slowly back. Good, last one. Lifting, half moon. And in this half moon, I'm going to try and stay a little longer. Shifting the chest up to the ceiling, playing a little bit with that balance. And then slowly returning, warrior two. Ooh, a little bit of heat. Good. Inhaling, reverse one more time. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, lower. Inhaling, cobra pose. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Good. Take a few breaths. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And we'll take the second side. Inhale, left leg up and back. Bend your left knee, opening that left knee towards the right. Once you get there, level the shoulders. Send the sacrum in. Bring the floating ribs into your body. And see if you can send that left knee a little further to the right. Return to the home of your breath. Then slowly reset, left leg up and back. Left foot comes forward. Right foot goes down. When you're ready, we go up, warrior two, second side. Good. Take a moment to reset. Press firmly through the feet. Tone that back leg. Good. Right arm behind the torso to catch the left side of your hip. We are creating an opening there in that side, shoulder, upper chest. Turn the left palm up. Inhale, go towards the left. Exhale, reverse. One more time. Then we slowly come back, re-extend both arms, warrior two. And now we'll take that short flow between warrior two and the side angle. So I'm going back. Exhale, left elbow inside the thigh, extend the right arm. Again, inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Three more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release. Keep the legs strong. Last one. Slowly coming back. Straighten the front leg. Bring the back foot a little closer. And we'll go from here into the half moon, playing a few times. So now the left hand is going to go into my left thigh. I'm going to try and keep my right arm out. If you need to bring it into your hip, you can do that. From here, I'm going to bring that back leg a little closer so I can lift to half moon and back to the warrior two. Again, lifting half moon and then back warrior two. Up half moon, back to warrior two. Last one, and we try to stay. Lifting up, staying there, shifting the chest and the belly up, toning through that leg, right leg, lifting up. The challenge here with the carpet. One more breath. Good, and then slowly releasing back to warrior two. Deep breath in. Exhale, settle there. One more inhalation. Exhale, bring the hands down, back to downward facing dog. Good, and then we'll bring our knees down for a moment. Stay here, tabletop. 2 breaths. One more. Good. For the next one, I'm going to mirror you. So you're going to leave your right hand down on your mat and you're going to move it a little further towards the right corner of your mat. Then I'm going to turn right knee and right shin out to the side and I'm going to come sideways. So this is a modified side plank. Pressing into the left foot onto the floor, squeeze the sitting bones towards each other, open the chest up, and send the left arm up towards the ceiling. Good. Roll those shoulders back and imagine you're squeezing the block like we did in the beginning with your shoulder blades. Then turn your left palm and bring it over the head towards the right. Come back to your breath, shoulder blades in. I'm going to give an extra option here. You don't have to take it if it's too much. I'm pressing into that left foot and I'm going to lift the right knee and send the right leg in front for the full version of the side plank. Lifting through the hips, chest up. One more breath. Good, then the left arm comes back up. Bring the right knee down if you need. We go back to where we were. Deep breath in, we're going to take a cat-cow, inhaling, opening, exhale, round. One more, inhaling, exhale. Super, let's go to the second side. I'm gonna turn so we can go together. Good, this time you're going to leave your left hand a little further out towards the left corner of your mat. You're going to turn your left shin out to the side, right leg goes out. I'm pressing through the foot, squeeze the sitting bones towards each other, bring the pelvis broad towards the front of your mat, and then we send that right arm up and over for a side opener in this side plank. Try to keep squeezing your glutes and the sacrum in, belly and chest up. You can stay here. This is a super good shape. Strength, opening the sides. Beautiful. Option here, if you want, you need to keep pressing that right foot strongly into the mat and then lift your left knee, bring that leg in front, and we take a little bit of an extra lift there. Try to not tense your neck, keep it in line with the spine. You can gaze down like I'm showing. Shoulder blades into each other. Then lift that right arm up again. Bring that left knee down. And we return to the tabletop. Widen the knees and we take a child's pose. Good, I'm going to let you stay here for a little while. So return to the home of your breath. Resettle and take a moment to feel the sensations in your breath. Where is it that the breath is going? Move with intention. This is our goal in our practice. And then return also to the general sensations in your body and observe any thoughts, anything arising, giving yourself a moment here as we regroup. A few more cycles. Good, and then slowly coming back into a seat. If you need a block underneath your sitting bones or a pillow, you can do that. We sit here just for a moment on the heels. I'm sitting. And I'm going to keep my left hand next to my left hip. Inhale your right arm up. This is a gentle twist before we keep moving. Right hand to the left knee or thigh. Roll the shoulders back. Lift through the spine. Bring the lower ribs into the body. We want always to create like a diamond shape in the core. That means that my outer hips or the hip bones are hugging into the midline of my body. My ribs are moving down towards the pelvis. And the pelvic floor is lifting into the navel. So we have those 4 points to connect into the center, okay? Roll the shoulders back, big breath in. Exhale and release it. Second side and last. Right hand to the right. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, bring that left hand to the right. Again, that core action, rolling the shoulders back, lifting through the spine. Belly and chest to the right. Then slowly returning. And from here, I'm going to kneel onto my shins. If you need, again, support underneath, you put the blanket and you can tuck your toes from here, okay? We're going to bring our hands right in front of the heart center. And we're going to work a lot with strength, okay? And you listen to your body, so you move with intention. I'm squeezing my glutes, I'm toning my inner thighs up towards the pelvic floor. From the navel, I'm lifting into the sternum, and I'm activating that diamond core. Hips, pelvic floor, ribs down, keeping my hands in front, roll the shoulders back, and we'll just create some flow here. So I'm going to inhale, shoulder blades squeezing behind the back. Exhale, moving back a little. Inhale. Exhale. I'm not going very far. Inhale. I'm using my core. Exhale. One more. Inhaling back to center. And from here, I'm going to send both my arms behind. If you can, you'll catch your outer heels. If you can go into the inner heels, it's a different position for the palms facing out. And now from here, I'm going to again activate inner thighs, sacrum in, glutes in, and that core from the hip bones in, lifting and sending the sternum up towards the ceiling. I like to lengthen the back of my neck, send those shoulder blades down and into each other like you're squeezing the block. Inhale here. Exhale. One more. Next inhale, bring the hands to the chest and come back to center and tuck your toes and sit back. Take a deep breath in and a big exhale. Good. From here, we'll open the knees and come to a child's pose. Slowly releasing into the lower back. And for this child's pose, I want you to breathe into that space that feels a little bit maybe compressed in your lower back after the back bend. So breathe into that space, widen the back of your pelvis. almost like stretching a latex piece, right, of a balloon that popped. So you stretch and you open up that back area as you breathe in. And with the exhalation, you soften, release, and let go. 2 more breaths like that. Make them long, steady. One more. Good. Then from there, slowly bringing the hands in front, lift through your feet so you can come into a squat. I'm putting my arms inside my legs, hands in front of me, and I'm creating a little bit of pressure inside the legs, pushing them out to lift my chest a little more. Slowly send the shoulders back and down. Staying here for a few breaths, dropping the hips. Adding a roll blanket if you need underneath your heels, or using a block under the sitting bones if you need more stability in this shape. One more breath. Good. Option here to bring your hands down. If you're up for an arm balance, bring your hands down, lifting the hips a little, bringing your feet closer, and opening those knees towards the armpits, facing one foot in front of your hands towards the top of your mat, leaning forward and hugging those abdominals in, and then from there perhaps lifting one toe or one foot and then the other. Press the mat away with your hands if you are doing the balance. And then slowly release, coming down. Good, let's lift into Uttanasana, feet together, lift the lower belly in and release the trunk over the legs. You can put blocks in front of you, you can hold your shins, or you can also hold opposite elbows and let go here of the neck and the head. If you have your hands touching down, you can swing a little bit the hips from side to side as you keep lifting the lower abdomen in. For 2 more breaths. Good, now with the feet together, we'll open the knees a little bit to the sides and we'll slowly come towards that chair shape that we did in the beginning, but we'll keep going down until we sit on our butts and we put our hands down. Good. From here, sit tall. Bring your knees a little closer to the chest. Bring the shins parallel to the floor. Keep the chest opening, shoulder blades down, and bring the arms parallel to the floor. If you need to hold under the knees, you can hold under the knees. You can use that to open up the chest and lift the front spine. Okay, either or, lower back moves into the body. One breath, we go up with the arms. Exhale, both arms to the outside of one of your legs. Inhale up. Exhale to the opposite side. One more, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Lift up. And slowly, slowly, slowly come all the way down, lie down onto your mat. Big breath in, big release. Bring your arms to hug your knees into the chest and swing gently from side to side. Good, 2 or 3 breaths here. Nice, and then slowly put your feet down on your mat, okay? Just for a moment, reset here. If you have a belt and you may feel like it's easier for you to use it when we extend the legs, then you can bring the leg here with you, okay? For now, I'm going to keep my left foot pressing down on the mat. My left knee is bent. I'm going to bring the right knee into the chest. An option here, right peace fingers holding the right big toe to extend the leg up. The other option is that you can create a basket with your fingertips, with your fingers lacing both hands and bringing the hands behind your right thigh and extend like that, or you can put the belt, okay? From there, I'm going to extend through the right inner heel, and I'm activating my right quad, so I'm sending those muscles into the bones, lifting the kneecap, opening the back of the leg. Breathing here. One more breath. And then softening a little bit of that action of the thigh moving into the bone. Soften that and see if you can bring the leg a little closer to your chest. Don't yank the leg, don't press too hard, just go with what's approachable today in your body, okay? So just a little closer. Good, then we return towards the vertical, extend the left leg, and I'm going to switch hands. Now with my left hand, I'm going to catch my foot. If you can, you go outside the foot. If you cannot, you stay with the belt and you hold the belt with the left hand. From there, I'm going to open my right arm to the side or above the head if you don't have the space, and slowly bring that right leg over to the left. It's a deep twist, both legs are extended. If you want to hold your right foot, but you don't get there and you don't have a belt, you can also bend your right knee, so you make the journey from the arm to the foot a little closer, okay? I'm pushing through the right heel into my hand or into that left side, and try and bring belly and chest from left to right. Release here, a little bit through the bones, the muscles. Just let this twist naturally give you release and comfort. And then slowly lifting that right leg back towards the vertical. Bend the right knee to the chest one more time. And then release that right foot onto the mat so we can switch sides, okay? Second side, left fingers, peace fingers or belt or lacing behind the thigh. We bring that left leg up, we press up towards the inner heel. I'm going to switch the version so I can show you different types. So my hands are behind the thick part of my muscle. I'm pressing into that. I'm pushing through my inner heel, extending front and back of the leg, relaxing the shoulders. Breathe in and out. Remember, the important moment is the next moment when you realize that your concentration is gone, and we bring it back to the home of our breath. The home that we take with us wherever we go, whenever we move. Good, from here I'm going to soften the activation of those muscles and bring the leg a little closer towards the chest. Maybe there you want to bring the hands a little higher on your leg and stay here for a couple of breaths. Nice. Then either with the belt or with your hand, my right hand, I'm just moving because of space, my right hand is going to go outside the left foot, or with the belt, grabbing it with your right hand. Left arm goes out to the side or over the head, And then we extend right leg. So we can bring that left leg up and over to the right. This is a little deeper of a twist than the usual. If you need to bend the left knee, bend the knee. If you can keep pressing through the heel and have that left foot up towards the line of your right shoulder, then you get there and release the left shoulder, chin towards the left. If the neck feels uncomfortable or tense today, keep your head neutral and take a few breaths. One more breath. Then slowly bringing that left leg back, bring the knee into the chest. One more breath. And release the leg next to the right one. Take a full breath here. And exhale. Beautiful. As we usually tend to end our practice, an invitation to take a supported legs up the wall, so you can use your wall if you have one, or a block, any height, flat or medium, to settle your pelvis on top. My block is coming towards my sacrum, so it's at the very end of my spine. And once I feel stable in that place, I'm moving my arms towards my feet, opening the chest. Again, I want to create the action of squeezing the blades towards each other, like the block I had in the beginning. And then one knee into the chest, leg up, second knee, and up. And we take 5 full cycles here. If you have a practice of a shoulder stand and you know that one and you want to do it at home with the appropriate support and you feel stable there, please do. Relax the skin in your face, your muscles in the face, forehead wide, cheeks, jaws, ears. Drop your eyeballs down and away from the eyelids. And breathe into the space inside your mouth and your throat. Two more breathing cycles. Then slowly bending the knees. Make your return to the mat. After you are settled and supported, lift the pelvis, take the block, and slowly return to the mat. Taking a breath, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Let the legs relax. If you need pillows underneath the legs, you can put that. Right hand onto the belly, left hand onto the heart center. Stay here for a moment, and I want you to return to the sensations. So first, notice the sensations in your palms coming from the movement of your breath. Maybe one side, one area feels more expanded than the other, more movement or less. Take a few moments here to connect with sensations. And like I said in the beginning, you don't need to name the sensations, just feel them. Remember, if you get lost, it's okay. Whenever you find yourself, return to the sensation of the breath. Then slowly bring your hands underneath your legs to bring the knees towards each other one more time. Good, and from there, we'll extend the legs towards the top of the mat and we'll come towards Shavasana. If you are in need of adding any props or you would like to make the shape more comfortable, you can cover your eyes, bring pillows or blankets, and come to rest. If you're practicing with me live, I'll tell you when we return from Shavasana. If you are watching this video not live, take the time that you need to rest and return to your breath.